I Will Love You Till I Die, Part 2. Neetu and Anand hadn't had any body contact since the divorce intention was explicitly expressed. So, when he carried her out on a first day, they both appeared clumsy. Their son clapped behind them. Dad is holding mom in his arms. His words brought me a sense of pain. From the bedroom to the sitting room, then to the door, he walked over 10 meters with her in his arms. She closed her eyes and said softly, "Don't tell our son about the divorce." He nodded, feeling somewhat upset. He put her down outside the door. She went to wait for the bus to work. He drove alone to the office. On the second day, both of they acted much more easily. She leaned on his chest. He could feel the fragrance of her. He realized that he didn't look at this woman for a long time. He realized she was not young anymore. There were fine wrinkles on her face. Her hair was graying. The marriage had taken its toll on her. For a minute, he wondered what he had done to her. On the fourth day, when he lifted her up, he felt that this was the woman who had given 10 years of her life to him. On the fifth day, she was choosing what to wear in the morning. She tried on quite a few dresses but could not find a suitable one. Then he sighed. All my dresses have grown bigger. He suddenly realized that she had grown so thin. That was the reason why he could carry her more easily. Suddenly it hit him. She had buried so much pain and bitterness in her heart. Subconsciously, he reached out and touched her head. The son came in at the moment and said, "Dad, it's time to carry mom out." To him, seeing his father carrying his mother out had become an essential part of his life. His wife gestured to their son to come closer and hugged him tightly. He turned his face away because he was afraid he might change his mind at this last minute. He then held her in his arms, walking from the bedroom through the sitting room to the hallway. Her hands surrounded his neck softly and naturally. He held her body tightly. It was just like their wedding day, but her much lighter weight made him sad. On the last day, when he held her in his arms, he could hardly move a step. The son was gone to school. He said, "I'm sorry, I drove to office and jumped out of the car swiftly without locking the door. I was afraid any delay would make me change my mind. He walked upstairs. Reena opened the door and Anand said to her, "Sorry, Reena, I don't want to divorce anymore." She looked at him, astonished, and then touched my forehead. "Do you have a fever?" she said. He moved her hand out of his head. "Sorry, Reena, I said I want divorce." My marriage life was spoiled because she and I didn't value the details of our lives, not because we didn't love each other anymore. Now I realize that since I carried her into my home on our wedding day, I am supposed to hold her until death. Reena seemed to suddenly wake up. She gave him a loud slap and then slammed the door and burst into tears. He walked downstairs and drove away. At the floral shop on the way, he ordered a bouquet of flowers for his wife. The salesgirl asked him what to write on the card. He smiled and wrote, "I'll carry out you every morning until death comes." That evening he arrived home, flowers in his hand, a smile on his face. I ran upstairs only to find his wife on the bed dead. His wife had been fighting from cancer for months, and he was so busy with Reena to even notice. She knew that she would die soon, and she wanted to save him from the whatever negative reaction from their son in case they pushed through with the divorce. At least in the eyes of their son, his loving husband. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos.